Hey everyone, we're here at Revolution Live. It's April 4th. We're at the Taking Back Sunday show. We're here with a member of the Menzingers. For people who don't know, please introduce yourself and what you do in the band.
My name's Tom. I play guitar and sing in the Menzingers.
Alright, so let's start off. You know, one thing probably people are asking when they're seeing this interview, what is a Menzinger? So I kind of wanted to ask you, like, where did that name come from?
It's a secret, so I can't tell you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You guys get that question a lot. You guys always say.
We legally can't answer the question because we'll get sued.
Really?
Yeah. It's a crazy story.
That's interesting. That's a story no one's gonna hear.
Nope.
So, last day on the tour. How's the whole tour going? I actually didn't realize this is the last day until
This
I
is
checked
the last
earlier.
day of a 7-week-long tour. So
yeah, it must have been crazy.
Yeah, it's been crazy. We've been to so many states, so many climates. It's been an emotional roller coaster. Yeah, it feels really good to end it here where the weather's gorgeous. It's sunny out. Everybody's about ready to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like it.
Not that everybody's phoning it in. You know, I'm not gonna like tell Fort Lauderdale, we're all gonna dick around, but yeah, everybody's ready to go home. So.
I mean, you guys picked a great place to end. I mean, you guys can check out the beach, but it's really hot today, so I wouldn't do that. Probably die.
Might melt. I don't have sunscreen. A little fair skinned. Can't tell.
Oh yeah, man, you're gonna burn up. That's
right.
It's not a good place here to be.
Extra crispy.
Yeah. So how is it like having because you guys have kind of like a diverse lineup every day. I mean, you guys, Taking Back Sunday, you know, they're kind of like the alternative rock. You got you guys, the Menzingers, but Let Live's really kind of out there.
It's a diverse lineup for sure.
You Blew It's also.
Yeah, they played the show yesterday.
Yeah.
It was it was an interesting, refreshing thing for You Blew It to be there, but we missed the Let Live guys for sure.
Oh yeah.
I guess yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting to play a diverse lineup every day. I think one problem that happens in music, especially more underground music, is that people begin to pigeonhole things to the point where it is not productive. Like it's like a working against your own interests when you're like, oh, I can only tour with this kind of band or that kind of band. Everybody gets along really well. We have a really good time, and people seem to be very responsive. So it's definitely fun to tour with a diverse lineup like this.
Yeah, it's good to get out there and just like because you meet different audiences too.
Yeah, totally. And in the end, if you look at it, nobody's really doing anything that's that different. Everybody plays kind of loud music, loud guitar music. You can pigeonhole it as far as you want, but in the grand scheme of things, it's all kind of pretty much the same.
We're all just people listening to music.
Yeah.
You know, different. We play it differently, but it's all the same thing. You guys recently announced a couple of days ago about the I Was Born going on vinyl.
Yeah, we're releasing an EP of an electronic release that we did several years ago. And we're also launching a web store as part of it, so it's kind of fun. It's like taking a lot of the do-it-yourself ethics that we've carried with ourselves since we started as a band and being like, hey, well, it's on a bigger scale, but hey, we can still take care of ourselves. It's interesting. Hopefully it'll be a new, fun thing for us to be involved with.
I mean, how crazy is that? Because recently vinyl's been coming back up. People have been saying it's dead. It's like everyone's downloading music.
Yeah.
So how's it? It's nice to see vinyl coming back. People are actually buying records.
It's funny because it's an industry that was so big that a lot of the equipment and resources that are used to make it are not being reproduced. It's kind of just like vintage guitar amps. There's nobody making. Well, I'm sure there's some people making, but there isn't the infrastructure there that made vacuum tubes, and now the infrastructure, the giant pressing plants, have been repurposed into probably logs and shitty sections in cities. But yeah, it's an interesting scene to see the vinyl, especially in our genre of music, in our scene. People mostly like vinyl. People like to hold something in their hand, and vinyl bridges the gap between CD, which is on its way out. People still buy it, I suppose, but it's on its way out for us, and yeah,
and we still
really
buy
cool.
it.
Yeah. And in the natural compression of the vinyl, it sounds good. I really enjoy the sound.
I wouldn't know. It's kind of before my time.
Yeah, it's before my time.
Maybe I'll get into it.
I'm like 10 years older than you. It's an old thing. I was actually just looking. They used to, for a little bit. They tried to put record players in cars, so don't have them on these wacky.
That'd be that'd be really inconvenient.
Yeah, definitely. We saw one on Craigslist. That was really funny.
How would you carry that? a giant case of vinyls. Like you'd have to go to like your trunk.
No, yeah, you keep everything in the trunk, and the player was in the trunk too. So
yeah, that's why CDs are a little more.
You pull over, flip it over halfway through.
Yeah, that seems really counterproductive to trying to get what you were.
And then if you get in an accident, your whole record collection is destroyed.
Yeah. Oh wow. I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah.
Speaking of like something old coming back, I mean, I've always, you know how trends always seem to like disappear and then come back just like vinyl. So what's something that you've always thought, you know, man, maybe we should bring that back? You know, that'd be kind of like a cool thing to reintroduce.
Yeah, they do say that you can. I think it might just be your brain's natural inclination to try to systematically categorize things, but they do say the pendulum swings back and forth. You know, like politically even. You'll have the '90s, which were really laid back. There was a surplus in the budget, and then it's swung over to more fierce political nature of people after in reaction to September 11th. Things like that. Something that would come back, man.
I mean, I've always
I'm trying to think.
I'll
Sunday drives. I think
Sunday
Drive should come back. Yeah. Sunday drives and good cocktails. So Sunday drive, like I remember on Sunday when we were a kid, we would just drive somewhere. You know, family would all pile in the car and drive wherever. I think that'd be pretty rad.
Or just drive in general, like
no, you go on like country roads and stuff.
Yeah? I mean, there's no country roads.
Yeah, there's no like road that goes through the Everglades. You have to watch out for gators.
I mean, yes, but there's a lot of gators there. We don't want to go there. I got one. I used to actually, as a kid, and I know it's really lame, but I used to love those shoes that with the rollerblades under. I felt like such a badass, just like clicking my heels.
See, I was too old for those. That's funny. Yeah.
You know, I don't think you're too old for anything. So maybe, hey, if you still want to try it.
I was too old to experience them when they. If I as a 21-year-old owned wheeling shoes, I don't think it would fare well with social interactions. I don't think I would get that many dates if I was rolling around.
You know, I'm that age now. I'll test it out and
I'll
let you know. I'll test it out and I'll send you guys an email.
You totally just roll up to somebody and be like, hey, what you doing tonight? That kind of thing.
Just to
see how it fares you.
See how many numbers I get. Another thing that's kind of cool, or not kind of, but really cool. You guys are on Epitaph label. I mean, I'm sure you guys get a lot of questions about that because it's actually they're like a huge thing in this industry for us.
Independent labels in the country.
Yeah, so like, how's it been? Like, I've heard they're like very supportive.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. They're very supportive. It's a historic label for us. We listened. I got into a lot of the punk bands I got into because of a compilation series that they used to release. And,
guys like Bad Religion.
The Punkaramas. Yeah, and just all the bands that we grew up listening to, Bad Religion, Bouncing Souls, all those bands were on Epitaph at one point or another, so it was really surreal to become part of that. And everybody who works there that we deal with is fantastic. It's super cool. You know, they send an email out. They're starting to sign a bunch of really awesome bands that we're friends with. It's fucking so cool. Like, yeah. Working with Epitaph is a really positive experience. It's great.
Do they still do the whole, I don't know how long it's been since they did like the Epitaph tour? Do they still do that?
No, they don't still do that. We actually, that's one thing, every time we go out to LA and have a couple beers with those guys, we try to say, you got to bring back Punkarama, you got to do an Epitaph tour, all that kind of stuff.
They should probably, that'd be pretty cool. I remember the last time it was like 2007. It was like...
I guess that makes sense, yeah.
Escape the Fate and all those other bands. It's so long ago I forget. But they should really bring that back. You should give them my recommendation.
Hey man, I do every time, you know. My man Cloud from South Florida says we need to bring the Epitaph.
Yeah, just bring everyone.
Tour back.
Like an Epitaph festival. That'd be actually pretty cool.
That'd be great.
You brought up beer. For some reason that just reminds me of partying, but you know, it should for everyone. Mm-hmm. But I was actually talking to a friend the other day and from another show, and we were saying how some bands, like, they just go straight to their bunks, like, after the show. Like some people have, like, a misconstrued conception of, like, the rock star lifestyle.
Everyone has a misconstrued conception of the rock and roll style.
Is that, like, when you go home, like, or when you meet new people, like, do you think that you're, like, partying all night and, like, you get off stage and, like, the night doesn't stop?
That's a good question. A lot of friends and family think that's what happens. And the worst part is that we've been touring for not the worst part, but something that's kind of unfortunate. Is that we've been touring for so long. We have a lot of really close friends in a lot of cities, and when you're in, Pittsburgh on Tuesday, you want to hang out with your best buds, but that's the case every single day. You can't just rage every day. At least I can't. Maybe the true rock and roll people can, but I always think it's really funny when we're backstage with the band that we're on tour with, and we'll be talking about a science fiction podcast that we were listening to earlier in the day.
So Star Trek.
Everybody thinks we're back there just, like, getting wasted and break shit, but Yeah, you can. That's fun once in a while. I'm not going to say we don't party after.
Yeah, I
the show.
mean,
That happens quite frequently. It happened yesterday. Hey. But yeah, it's an interesting thing. People kind of have that conception from television, movies, stuff like that. That it's just like a raging rock and roll lifestyle, and it's really not. But at the same time, it is more than any other gig. So.
True. I mean, you don't see many office workers. I mean, maybe there's an office somewhere.
You don't show up to work at an office and someone puts a case of beer on the table.
I mean, unless you're working at the office. You know, the show, The Office.
Yeah, it's filmed in the... not filmed, it took place where the town we're from.
Yeah, Scranton,
Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Yeah, some people just, like, they don't realize that you guys are people. Like, normal people, so you guys get tired sometimes.
Yeah,
it's not about the party, you know? You gotta, like, step back, chill.
Other interests.
So you guys put out an album last year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I'm blanking. Rented World.
It's called Rented World,
right.
Yeah.
I remember. So, how's the feedback been since then?
It's been great. There's more people. There's more people coming to our shows than there ever was before. People love the record. People are very responsive to the record when we play those songs live. It's great. I'm happy with it. It was a fun recording experience.
Is it?
Yeah, it was the first one that we recorded in Philadelphia. Usually we had gone to Chicago, and recording in Philadelphia was a great experience. It was awesome.
And like we're already like a year out. Like is there already plans for like a new one, or you guys don't even want to think about that yet?
Oh, you always think about it. You're always working on songs, or in one way or another, it's all we really know how to do. So yeah, we're working on writing now. We'll see what the rest of the year brings. Yeah.
It's like when you guys go into the studio, say like in your perfect world, if you can like just send out an email to like anyone to collaborate from it, like not even, it doesn't have to be from the rock genre, like anyone else. Like if you could get like Jay-Z or someone from any other genre, who would it be?
To produce it?
To collaborate. Or
to collaborate with? Oh man.
Just if you had like one song, you're like...
dream that big, you know?
Yeah. Resurrect.
Kendrick Lamar, that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I mean, we're not soulful.
Not very rapid.
I think we'd be able to put down a beat that was very, that would be worthy, but yeah, it'd be fantastic to
Yeah, but in this perfect world, he collaborates with you, so, yeah. He has to put anything out, he'll come.
Yeah, I really enjoy his message. I think what he's doing is original in an area of music that is anything but original in this time.
That's a very good way of putting it.
Yeah.
So back to the recent album, you guys had a song called In Remission.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading the lyrics, and like one of the things that stuck out to me was, I'll just quote it right here, it's life's a terminal illness in remission, everyone needs a crush, then I need a wheelchair. So I just wanted to ask you, like what was, like this line in general, because it just stuck out to me, so like what did it mean to you?
Well, Greg wrote the song, so the only way that I can look at the lyrics is the same as everybody else is, like a fan of our band, or a listener, or a reader, or whatever. Yeah, to me it's the idea that what I took from it, personally, and knowing Greg so well, it's you know, I have a biased opinion, but to me it kind of has to do with the happy accident of life, or the unhappy accident, whichever way you want to go.
Right.
That there's something interesting and unnatural about this whole experience. But at the same time, it's, you know, what you got to deal with.
Yeah, it just, sometimes life happens.
All the time life happens, yeah.
I mean, hopefully life's happening all the time.
Yeah.
You also had another song, I Don't Want to Be an Asshole Anymore. You guys had a video for that?
That's something that our drummer said one time when we were at practice. We had a practice space where we were writing the record. Yeah. And we had a couple beers, and we just went on this thing, and Joe just kept saying that. And you're like, all right, yeah. It's pretty funny. So Greg, wrote a song about it.
I was watching the music video, and like it's the whole the Jason thing.
That's the coolest thing we've ever done without having to do anything.
Yeah,
it was a fantastic director from the Northwest pitched the idea, and we read it on the way to Australia and said, make that video. Sounds amazing. And then we got back from Australia and it was done. And it was fucking cool. Yeah, it was sick. It's a really funny concept and really cool video.
Yeah, it was like Jason. For those who don't know, it's Jason looking at himself saying, I need to make a change. You know?
Yeah. It's basically Jason Voorhees from the Friday the 13th, a caricature, like a parody of Jason Voorhees from the Friday the 13th movies that. He decides to make a life change, yeah.
Is there Was there ever a moment in your life? A little serious here. Was there ever a moment in your life? All right,
There's a
loud
guy
motorcycle.
on a motorcycle.
Yeah, I'll just let it know. But was there ever a time in your life where you like had to like? Let's just wait for the biker gang to
Two
like.
guys. Here comes 3, 4 on sport bikes. That guy doesn't look like he knows how to ride it.
That's a
girl.
woman, yeah.
Not that women don't know how to ride motorcycles. Plenty of women.
No, but it's very nice to see one.
Yeah.
Back to what we were saying before the biker gang. You know, I've always wanted to get a motorcycle license.
Yeah, in the state of Pennsylvania, the motorcycle safety training course is free. It's subsidized by the government, and they give you a bike and a helmet to take the course.
Oh, yeah?
And at the end, you get your license. So I did that, and yeah, it's fucking awesome, dude. Especially living in Florida where you don't have a winter, so you don't have to store it anywhere.
That's true. I mean, but I mean here, for example, for us, like at the university, we have to pay like $160 for
$160 for what?
For like the training and the license.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah, no, I've always wanted to try it. It's so dangerous, but like I just want to feel it.
Can you drink in the street here?
Let's pretend.
Wow.
We can now.
Yeah, I guess so.
So yeah, before the biker game passed by.
Yeah.
Was there ever a time in your life where you just had like step back, you like Jason Voorhees, you looked at your mirror and you're like, you know, something has got to change?
Yeah, I think that that's a very, very important part about realizing growing up is that they say people can change, people can't change, whatever you think. But that if you want to live a fulfilling life, you should always be striving for self-improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. It's funny that this question is spawned from that video because it's kind of a comedy video. But it's, you know, it's true. In the song itself, you should always be striving to be a better person to yourself, a better person to the people around you, and you know, have a more positive impact on the world. Yeah.
I mean,
there's a couple though. I quit smoking recently. That was like the biggest thing I've ever done in my life. And yeah, having the realization that was possible, I realized that I could do anything. So yeah.
Once you've passed over that
once you jump
everything.
that, man, you can do anything. Yeah.
You just feel like you can take on the world.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it does a lot for people. People want to be around people who are confident and self-aware. You know, you should always be striving to make yourself a better person.
Yeah, I mean, I was just seeing Jason Butler. He's like all smiling. I'm just like, man, that guy looks like he could like a lot of fun to be around. Cause like you see people like just smiling all the time. You just want to like be near them.
Yeah, that's you know, nobody wants to be around Debbie Downer and shit sucks.
Yeah. I mean, hey, even a comedic video can like bring up some things if you interpret it a separate way.
That's the whole idea. I hang out with some comedians, and the whole idea is, you know, it's all introspection and in a congenial way. You know, you don't have to be like, this is wrong, but you can make a joke about it.
Like, you ever seen Louis C.K.?
Oh, yeah.
That's why I love that guy, because he makes, like, the simplest things, but, like, when like, his show, like, it's kind of like his life sucks.
Yeah.
But then he, like,
there's always a resolving kind of message behind it.
Yeah.
My favorite comedian's name is Bill Hicks. He's dead now, but you should look him up. He's really awesome.
Look him up.
Especially his political meetings. Yeah, he's fantastic.
You also had a song on there called Bad Things.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of sounded depressing when I was reading it and listening to it, but...
Yeah, it's about a dream I had about a car accident.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like a post-apocalyptic, really weird kind of thing. I always feel pretentious writing stuff like that, but, you know, it was a really inspiring dream. So, because we also had a series of songs. We have a song called Good Things and a song called Nice Things. And we wanted to continue it over, and the song's called Bad Things, and it was... yeah, it was really intense. It's all come from a really intense dream, and it's a really fun song to play. And I was going to say, there's a positive message in there somewhere. There's nothing positive about that song.
I mean, hey, sometimes the music is like vent, so... Like,
yeah, once in a while it feels good to kind of just experience those emotions. Because everybody has them.
Yeah.
Why not indulge it for a little bit, you know?
Do you believe in... Because my mother's always told me, like, when I have a bad dream, like, something bad happens, like, I gotta tell someone, or it's, like, bad luck.
I believe that we don't know everything there is to know about the world, and that there could be a quantifiable energy that connects us all. I'm just getting out there right now. An interconnected energy that we haven't been able to measure yet or identify that can connect us together in that way through dreams. You know? Yeah, you can get down to philosophy of how you experience reality. You know, like is a dream really not reality? Technically, it is reality because you're experiencing it and you don't know any different. So how would that be different than the world that we live in? But yeah, I think, there's been people who've had ridiculous dreams and they've come true, and people who've had, So I definitely think that there's a lot more to the world than we've been able to discover, and that dreams do say a lot about a lot of things.
I'm guessing you've seen Inception, or I mean, I hope everyone's seen Inception.
Oh, that's a great movie. I've seen Inception before. It's a fantastic movie.
After I watch it, every time I like have a dream or something that feels too good, I'm just like.
Next time you watch it, I just learned this the other day. If you listen to the music in Inception, depending on which layer of dream that they're in, the music is the same chord progressions and melody, but changed time-wise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Next time, yeah, you'll see. There's like a couple of YouTube compilations. Check it out. It's pretty
You know,
good.
I have it at home. I'll just probably like watch it.
Yeah.
Why
you
not?
see, like they'll slow it down and speed it up. Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's pretty trippy. It's awesome. It's a really cool concept.
They used to have an app called the Inception app where like it has the sounds of the movie. Like you put your headphones in and like you just like walk around every day. So you hear, depending on where you are, you hear like different things. Like they have like special settings for like different countries.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Like Africa has
That's
like
awesome.
Like
I gotta check that out.
I set my phone to Africa and it heard like the creepiest things.
That's pretty rad, man. I gotta check that out.
Yeah. I mean it's a little.
It's made by the people who made the movie.
Hopefully. I mean I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'll look up Inception app.
Yeah, look it up. It's definitely something to look up.
Sounds pretty rad.
Back to bad things. So it's about of course, bad things in life. So is there ever time where like you, I mean, of course everyone has, but do you remember a time where you felt like depression or like you feel like really down in your life where you just...
Oh yeah,
it was
man.
hard to get back
yeah. This life has been a long journey. There's plenty of ups and downs, deaths, births, you know. It's yeah. I'm not really that comfortable talking about specific times.
Yeah.
Not from some kind of old school, I'm not going to talk about my feelings thing, but I just don't think it's really appropriate.
True. Yeah, just it's nice for people to know that we all go through it.
Oh yeah, we all go through trouble, and we're all. Hopefully, you're surrounded by people who will help you get through it. And it's not something to ignore in certain circumstances either.
Yeah, I mean everyone deals it differently. So,
Yeah.
I mean, going back to what we were talking about this earlier about the whole the Heelys, all the vinyl and all that stuff. So is there anything like right now that you feel like after growing up so much, do you think you're just too old for, or something that you don't think you're ever too
old
old
for? Like college party scene stuff like that, like in a house, you know.
Like a frat party.
That stuff, like just that behavior is getting old. I'm too old to. I'm trying to think of the last time I felt really old. Oh, college camp, beating up. We played at a college campus the other day. Those kids look like babies. You guys look like babies, man.
Yeah, no.
It's crazy. Yeah, there's plenty of things that I'm too old for. Not necessarily because it's a society standard and it's unacceptable for me to behave a certain way. It's just I'm getting older and your interests change.
Yeah. I mean, to comment on that, I mean, I live across my old high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I see those kids. Every time I'm home and they come out, I see them. They're like literally this tall. It's scary.
Yeah, some of them aren't done growing, you know.
It's scary.
We got 15-year-old kids in high school. That's a young human being.
I have a friend, and I hope she doesn't see this, but because it's about her. But she's extremely short for 21. And
yeah.
It's so funny seeing her in like college, and like everyone's like towering.
I have a very good friend who's really small, and she was a high school teacher. She's a high school teacher, and it's really funny because she's way smaller than all the kids, and it looks really young as well, but. Until she opens her mouth and screams at them, and you're like, "Whoa, hey, why do I feel nervous?" Yeah.
It's a crazy thing. Every generation is getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah, that's part of it.
So you also got announced a while back, or not that long ago, a new tour you guys got coming up with Chumped, Roger Harvey, The Wildlife. So
it's actually Roger Harvey and The Wildlife. It's the name of his backing band. Yeah, Chumps and Roger Harvey are Roger Harvey especially is a really good friend of ours. His music is fantastic. He has an album that's recorded that isn't out yet, but it's incredible. And I listen to it, once every other day. And I'm really excited to do that tour with those guys. They're all very positive people, and it should be a really good experience. And it'll be a nice change because we've done this 7-week-long support tour, and we'll go back to being the headlining band, and that's a little bit different.
It's always nice,
yeah.
So I imagine. I mean, I wouldn't know, but I imagine it's nice to like be headlining your own shows again.
Yeah, I mean they're two different things. One's not necessarily better than the other, but headlining is fun because you have control of the vibe of the show. You dictate how everything's going to run. It's nice.
Okay. It's nice. All right, so we're circling around the end. So let's finish off with a few cool questions. I think they're cool. Anyways.
Cool.
So everyone has a bucket list. So on yours, like, what's the most ridiculous thing that you can think that's on your bucket list that you want to do?
I'm gonna go to Vietnam and ride a motorcycle across the country up the Ho Chi Minh Trail.
Oh yeah.
That's what I want to do. Yeah. That's one thing I want to do. I also want to go to Russia. Most of mine involve going to places. Yeah. Oh, and I also, someday, I want to buy a round for an entire bar. I want to walk into a bar and be like, next round for the whole bar's on me. I think that'd be pretty awesome. And then just leave after.
Just leave. You know what's a good trick? Just go when no one's there.
There you go. Yeah. Well, that takes the fun out, you know?
True.
Yeah.
You ever seen How I Met Your Mother?
I've seen it on in the background places before.
Well, here's a little spoiler. I mean, one of the main characters...
the guy who played... the guy from Harold and Kumar and played the kid doctor, isn't it?
Neil Patrick
That's
Harris.
it, yeah.
One of the main characters, he was leaving New York or whatever, so he had a bucket list, and one of them was to buy a whole round for the bar.
No shit, yeah?
But he went there at like 5 a.m., and there's like 3 people, so he's like feeling all cool, so he's like, next round's on me, guys, and you just see like a couple old guys just like they're just like drinking their water, like... But when he asked for a double shot, he's like, no double shots.
That's funny.
Keeps it. So, by the way, I hope you're not offended by this. Has anyone ever told you you look kind of like Simon Pegg?
No, yeah, I get that sometimes. Yeah,
Yeah?
It's the hairline and red beard.
Yeah.
I'm short, so yeah.
Okay.
No, Simon Pegg's a pretty awesome actor and a good-looking guy. You know, never take offense.
It's not an insult. No, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
I just watched Shaun of the Dead.
It's a fantastic movie. The
Yeah.
movie's awesome.
Oh man,
One of my favorites.
I got it for like $5.
Nice.
Again, for movies, sometimes if I watch them and I want to return them later, but for this one, I decided to keep it when the Queen song came on. Like, I remember that scene where Don't Stop Me Now, and they're just like pounding on the zombie. And it's like, I'm done.
That movie's so good. There's a couple alternate endings to that movie too that are really cool. Yeah, I haven't watched it in a while. I'm gonna have to watch it soon.
Alright, see, I'll watch Inception because you reminded me you watched Shaun of the Dead.
There you go.
That's trading. Remember about that Epitaph Festival?
Yeah,
not
I gotta get on about the Epitaph Festival.
Alright. Alright, so we're wrapping up here. It's a much longer interview than I thought. So, what's next for the Menzingers? Like, we
got a tour in June. We're working on the rest of our year. Not ready to announce anything yet.
Not ready?
We got some cool
Still
stuff
keeping hush
coming,
hush? You guys are still working on like new stuff for
yeah,
like,
we're writing all the time, so yeah, we'll see where this journey takes us.
That sounds cool, man. So let's end it with this. So you've seen The Office, right? I mean,
yeah.
Do you know Jim Harper? Jim.
Pam.
I forget his name.
The actor's name?
No, Jim's last name. But,
Harper.
You know, it's Harper?
It's Harper, yeah.
I don't know why it didn't sound like it right to me, but so you know Jim. So you know every time that they have an awkward moment, the camera zooms in on Jim, he's just like this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright?
Yeah.
So let's end this, because you guys are originally from Wisconsin, let's end it with a Jim face.
Okay, I'll make my best Jim face to the camera. There you go.
Alright, alright, 1, 2, alright, ready? Alright, 1, 2, 3.
Be an asshole anymore.